Well, at least hockey's coming back. I'll tell you what. At least hockey's coming back on January 13th, because I tell you what, that was an obliteration, and it was an abomination. Now, I'm not going to pretend that was the worst Dolphins game I've ever seen in my life, or that I didn't see it coming, because I most certainly seen it coming. I didn't think we were going to win. Yeah, I thought this was going to be where the road ends, but there's that little bit of hope. The little bit of hope that the Bills didn't bust out Josh Allen. And they did, and once again, he had whatever he wanted. So I don't know if I'll do anything about the whole season in review. Well, fuck it. Let's do it now. But before I do that, I'll just address the obvious elephant in the room of Tua. I think he should still be the quarterback. I'm one of the people that do believe in Tua, and I don't think there's any reason to go in any other direction other than Tua. But he did throw for 361, but 3 picks and a fucking waste of time touchdown. Running game was shit. Blocking was shit. Defense was shit. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what else to say about it. Every phase of the game was absolute shit. It started off good with the pick on Josh Allen, but everything after that was just a shit show. And they got fucking clobbered. And, it just goes to show Buffalo is far up now. If it was in Miami, it probably wouldn't have been that high of a score to that low of a score. I'm not saying the Dolphins would have won, but it evened it out a little bit. It was terrible from the start. But if we go back to the beginning of the season, even before the season began, the thought was that this team probably win 5-6 games. That's about the average of who thought what they were going to do this year. And the Patriots were still going to win the division, boopity-bop. It started off looking that way when the Patriots won, and then they lost to Buffalo. But, I mean, when you go through the scores of every game, man, there was a lot of great moments. I might make a recap on it. There was the first one against the Jags, the domination of the 49ers, which came out of nowhere. That felt like it was like, whoa, what happened? Feels like that game slid under a lot of radars. Then the shutout of the Jets after that. And then this is when they inserted Tua. So I'll go through every game with Tua and how it's played out, maybe to just bring some clarity to my mind and anyone else's mind. Game 1 with Tua against the Rams was probably the best moment of the year for me as a Dolphins fan, that or the next game. But it was a big win, but Tua didn't play great, but they still won. And the next week, Tua played amazing. A 34-31 win of the Cardinals, which was probably the clutchest. Well, not the clutchest. I'll save that for the Vegas game. But Tua played amazing in that game. And then they went to the Chargers. And that's when the Dolphins beat the Chargers, and Tua played well. Still no mistakes to this point. And the Dolphins won again. And so it was looking like everything was great. And this was the bump in the road here, was that Denver game. This was the start of the lethargic offense. This was really the start of what I think was the downhill trajectory of the offense. It was doing fine. I mean, I won't even say it was doing fine. There was a lot of glimpses of struggle all year. And it really showed in that Denver game. They got shut down, and Fitz tried to come back, and didn't happen. Tua got hurt. They played the Jets, 120-3. So I mean, that was Fitz's last start. And then the Bengals game the next year. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking about. The fucking Bengals game the next week. And the Dolphins won 2-1 Rookie of the Week, but they only did put up 19 points, but I let it go. There could have been more. Then the Chiefs game, Tua went absolutely berserk, and that was fine. Tua played great. They still lost. Then the Patriots game, Tua played good, and then bad against the Raiders. And I don't even know if I'm going to say bad against the Bills. I don't even know if I could say that. And how can you say it's on Tua when he's got two fucking former quarterbacks fucking playing receiver, you know? How can you say he played bad when they're fucking dropped, what was it, 16 fucking drops? 16? Even if half of those convert to catches, it changes the entire complexion of the game. So if we think about who is thrown to today, Devontae had a good game. So there's Devontae Parker and then basically nothing. And even on healthy, there's Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, Jakeem Grant. That is the optimism, the starting lineup there should be. But it wasn't there these past few weeks, and it showed that was a real problem for the team. And, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'll probably do some content on the playoff weekends, depending on what games are good. They got a fucking game on Nickelodeon. I might have to check that out. I might have to see what that's all about. I don't know. It's the Bears and the Saints. That's the best game you could probably put on Nick, huh? That's just to fucking shovel this shit into the fucking kids' mouths, huh? Whatever. I don't know. I don't fucking know. All I know is the second half of this game is probably going to be turned on in a few minutes. I don't have a lot to add to this because I think I was in train about how it's not Tua's fault, but I'm a little bit too intoxicated to even finish the fucking thought. But fucking basically, Tua had 3 picks, and the fucking, I'm trying to think, the first one wasn't it the pick 6? I don't know. There's fucking 3 picks. 2 of them were his fault. Or maybe even 1. I know 1 Parker just fell and turned into a pick 6. And fucking, I don't know. The defense, it's 56 points. What the fuck do you want the guy to do? All right? They put up 56 fucking points. All right? And that's all there is to it. You know? You let the other team score 50 fucking 6 points, you're never going to win. And that's that. And that's why they lost. And it's fine. 3rd pick of the draft better be fucking Smith from Alabama. That's who I'm hoping for, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, go fuck yourself.